So Matt, do you think you have a chance at Brie Larson?
I do.
Why? Background Brie Larson. That's my girl.
Nah, man. See, I get the picture proof. That's me.
No. What? Since when has it been his girl? It's always been mine.
It's time for the podcast. New year, new episode. Episode 13, baby. Welcome back to the podcast.
Woo! Oh, phenomenal. Welcome,
I believe
everyone.
our last episode was last week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like this is completely like ready for the podcast.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Just right before the new year.
Welcome to the podcast, everyone. We're here. We're the N10 boys. I am joined today by the good old Key, Linkachu, Night Sky, N10 Cisco, Radical, and Brie Larson. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
My girl.
Welcome, guys.
Marson.
Y'all on 10 people
Carson.
taking each other.
Well, listen, I'll tell you what. Aiden has a point. It's been quite a minute since our last podcast endeavor, but that's no one's fault, right? Right, Mannequin? Right? I think
The
we're
last
pretty
one
good.
was July 15th, 2021.
No. Wait.
Last week.
You didn't have to say that. You
You
didn't have to tell us.
Last
You did not have to expose
Damn
us.
it! All right, well we're screwed.
Last week.
That doesn't matter. We're good. We're back. We're better than ever. It's a new year, new us. We're feeling pretty good.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the podcast, everyone. How you guys feeling today? Or tonight, I should
Feeling good. Feeling energized.
say. Nice.
Yes, sir.
Very
Hungry for content.
Ooh,
And
content.
hungry for games.
Games. Oh, I love video games.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like all of us at least know if at this point, especially the viewers watching and listening right now, especially with Nintendo, there's a lot of games that are coming out this year. I'm sure most of you, as all of us, are very excited for these games. Some of these are coming from franchises that we love and adore. So let's talk about it. Like, what games? What games in particular? What are you feeling? Not that game.
Love that game.
Yeah.
So excited.
Great game.
All right.
The game where you
dude.
say, excuse me. Please.
Dude, no, ever since I saw
I
the last
hate that
trailer, I cannot get over the hype of Kirby. I forgot.
Oh.
I want to play it so bad.
Kirby.
Literally, I've been on this crazy grind of like trying to finish off my backlog and playing all these PlayStation games and trying to finish everything off. The moment I saw Kirby, I don't like today. I don't want to play video games all day. Like I've just been being productive,
Yeah.
and all that's on my mind is like, well, I'm not gonna play games because I'm waiting on Kirby. Like, like I want to play Kirby so bad.
Dude, yeah.
So, bro.
Oh, I'm excited. So here's the cool thing. With Kirby, I know a lot of people, and myself included, I know a lot of people were pretty dissatisfied with Star Allies. It was a good game, but like in terms of like, you know, I would say replayability and other stuff, it was just kind of eh. The DLC helped out a bit though. I do appreciate the Dream Friends DLC that they added, which is really cool. But like, was it Forgotten Land looks incredible. I'm really excited to play it.
Star Allies was very childish, and I mean, I like the charm, but I don't know. I think it was meant for kids because I felt like I got the most joy out of Star Allies when I watched my little cousins play it because they came over one time and they want to play Switch, and I was like, well, you're not playing my other like games. I'm like, here, play Star Allies. I already beat that game, and like seeing them like, you know, be Kirby and do all this goofy stuff, I was like, this is a child's game. It totally is because they're having a blast with this game, and you know, and I'm just watching them laughing at them, you know, and I'm like, okay, I see the charm in Kirby Star Allies. It's more for children.
I think it took what like Kirby is as a video game and then just like took it at its most simplest form. Like I feel like it's the closest game to Kirby's Adventure on the NES. Like it's pretty simple.
Hey, why are you blurry? Focus on me. There you go. Yeah, I think at least from like when they announced it, when was that? That was like the September Direct? Some sort of Direct, I feel like it did. Yeah, but when they first announced it, I find it so funny how like immediately everyone was like, oh, it's just Kirby Last of Us, because like that's like the vibe that people got from it, which I thought was pretty funny. But like I like the take on, and especially like you see a lot with like the games these days too. It's like a very post-apocalyptic feeling, but I don't think I would ever imagine seeing Kirby like mixed with that, because like Cisco, like you said, Star Allies was kind of like a game kind of geared towards children. Like it was very happy-go-lucky, very, you know, bright, colorful. So I'm really excited like to see the take on this, because I like to see two genres mixed like that, especially with Kirby. So it's very cool.
And seeing it in 3D is really awesome because when Game Builder Garage came out, somebody made a 3D Kirby level, and now anytime somebody talks about Game Builder Garage, that's like the mascot of that game is that level of Kirby, because people wanted that bad. It was a 3D Kirby.
Yeah.
And there we go. We got 3D
Yeah.
Kirby, and it's like, oh, here we go.
No, it's exciting. I feel like Kirby was the genre because like Kirby never touched 3D. So like Kirby finally being in 3D is actually so exciting. Like,
Yeah.
and it looks like so much fun. Like it just looks like such a good Switch experience.
I remember I mentioned it too that like real quick. It's funny enough because like I remember there's a 3D Kirby game. I'm sure most if you don't know, it was I believe it was on Planet Robobot. It was either that or Triple Deluxe, one of the two 3DS games. And there's a little game mode that they added. I think it was called like 3D Blast or something. But it was literally like a 3D Kirby, so to speak. But like there was like one section that Kirby was on. He had to like kind of navigate through, but it was totally 3D. You could like move any like kind of direction you wanted to, and you got all you had to do was inhale stars and like shoot them at enemies. But it was like a very kind of like first glance of like, oh well, if Kirby's gonna be 3D, the 3D has to be the perfect place to do it because like it'd be nice to kind of see different takes on it. But I think because of since they're doing it on the Switch, because the Switch has way more hardware capability and all that stuff, like it's gonna look really good, especially for 3D Kirby.
It looks amazing. I'm so excited for it.
No, it's so beautiful. Like there was like a bunch of like the super cinematic shots, like the one where like Kirby's walking to like the little desert area and it's like super far panned out. Like looks so good.
Oh, I have it with me actually.
Hey, look at that!
I only have 3 games here, and one of them's Kirby.
On deck.
The 3DS games are actually really good.
Quoting one of our good friends, Bald Gamer, actually, he sent out a tweet about Kirby, and I agreed. It was like with that first reveal trailer, it really looked like almost like Breath of the Wild vibes. But after the most recent one, he's like, nah, this is more Mario Odyssey, because it looked like you had like different worlds you were going to.
Mm-hmm.
But like within each world, it was like open world ish. So I was like, I would take a Kirby Mario Odyssey game.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah,
Definitely, yeah.
That
like
was straight from the mouth of Bald Gamer.
cite your source. I like it. Very good.
And I agreed. I'm very excited. I've never gotten really into Kirby games aside from Star Allies, and I wasn't the biggest fan of that game. So
Yeah,
this will be my first true Kirby experience.
That's gonna be good.
I think real quick too. That's like the beauty of the Switch so far, from what I've seen. Like if there's a game that doesn't necessarily hit well, like in like a franchise, like, let's say Star Allies, then they have a chance to do it even better. And I think what comes to mind, especially, I don't know, like if it's a hot take or not, but I feel like, and this is like, early to say because the game isn't even out yet, which we could bridge to our next topic, but with Legends Arceus for the new Pokemon game, I feel like Sword and Shield, it did well, but there's so much, that could have been improved upon. I know a lot of people will agree with that. And from the looks of it, especially, like real quick, before we started this episode of the podcast, we were watching the new Pokemon trailer for Legends Arceus, and for what it looks like, it like improved everything that Sword and Shield had. Obviously, there's a new mechanic to the game, but like it has really good potential to kind of blow Sword and Shield out of the water. At least I think.
Sure. Oh, and before we jump into Pokemon, I'm just saying this. I'm putting it here so it's on video somewhere. That blue rodent thing, the new companion in Kirby, villain, 100%.
All new companions are the villains.
I'm calling it now.
That's how it always is. Yeah, you're right.
Anyways, Pokemon. That trailer was.
Pokemon.
I'm
finished
so
it, but it looks great.
I'm so ready for Arceus. Like I've been waiting for it. Man, it looks so good. It reminds me. Someone pointed it out like a few months ago, but it looks like it's like a Monster Hunter game. Like it almost seems and plays like a Monster Hunter game kind of thing. Mm-hmm. You go out, you scout for the Pokemon, and then you have a boss fight with this Pokemon, which like I'm so excited for.
Yeah.
No, and like the way you fight the big Pokemon is you literally have to lower their health, then you get to fight them, and then you have to lower their health again, and then fight them again. And it's so cool. Like this giant it just seems like such a big event, and like it looks super good. Like the stage between like where you're like throwing the seeds at the Pokemon to the battle is almost like completely seamless, and I'm so excited for it.
That's cool. Yeah.
I really like the starter picks too. I think Rowlet and
Unique.
And
Cyndaquil? Yeah.
See, dude, this is probably the game that's gonna give me the hardest time on choosing who I'm gonna go with because Rowlet's like one of my favorite Pokemon, if not the favorite Pokemon.
Yeah.
But Oshawott fits the theme of like samurai. But then like Cyndaquil, I've been waiting to play with a Cyndaquil and pick Cyndaquil for the longest time. Like I've been having that Cyndaquil itch, and I'm like, because he hasn't been in the past couple games, so I'm like wanting him back.
No, I feel like I don't know. They all the Pokemon, like especially if they're fully evolved forms, give me this feeling of like Edo Japan, and like that's like this the game is just hitting on this super nice like Edo period Japan vibe, and it's just so like the whole thing like there's a cinematic at the end of the trailer, and it looks like a calligraphy painting. Like
yeah.
So nice. And there's like just small things throughout the whole game. It's just super beautiful, and like the aesthetic to the game is just so satisfying. Like I'm on this whole samurai thing right now, and it's just hitting this nice sweet spot so well. Like, and the character customization, like you can pick out like what kind of kimono you want and shit like that. And I'm like,
that sounds nice.
I like to see it.
That looks exciting. That's super cool.
I feel like when it comes to the starter, real quick, Matt. With the starters, I like how, like the choice of them, like how, it reflects the type of like game it is, and I'm sure you just mentioned it too, but like the different forms that we'll see, because you mentioned since we haven't seen them evolve yet, and I think this is the case. They're going to have entirely new forms and probably even additional typings as well. So I think that's really cool. That's why it makes the decision harder for like who you want to choose.
No, it's like because we literally haven't seen them evolve in any of the trailers at all. Yeah, I don't think we've seen their second stages either, like at all. So I'm hoping that, and this game's been showing off some crazy Hisuian forms. I hope we get to see like Hisuian Samurott, Hisuian fucking Decidueye and Typhlosion. They look so cool. So cool.
I'm excited. It'll be fun.
I mean, this is definitely a game that, like, ever since the first trailers, like, they're finally taking Pokemon and, like, swapping up the formula. So if they're going to introduce anything new, now's the time in this game.
Yeah. Because, I mean,
That's it. I just really wanted Oshawott to be in it, and once I saw that he was in, and also that it was just, like, an open-world Pokemon game that wasn't, like, the same exact formula as, like, every other game before it. I don't know what it is with me, but like when it comes to like really like popular I don't know, games like Mario and Pokemon, I like it more when they do something different. You know? Because Mario, it's always like either a side scroller or a 3D platform jump, collect the stars, collect the coins kind of thing. Pokemon, you gotta catch them all, but I mean, how many people actually collected them all? I know Cisco's close, but like, come on. So when they go ahead and they change up the formula, like with Mario Party, Mario Kart, or Pokemon Snap, I don't know, just anything that's not just like a regular Pokemon game where you're going from town to town, gym badge to gym badge, it's fun, you know?
Yeah.
And this is gonna be like the first official like Pokemon open world game. Something Sword and Shield really should have been, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I had hope for that one.
It just really excites me because now I can kind of... It feels more like how Pokemon should have been from the beginning, like how they originally intended it from the first game, but because of limitations back then they couldn't do it. So now they can do it, and it's like a whole new thing. So I'm really, really excited for this one. I don't get excited about Pokemon games, guys. I don't. I really don't.
He's in. He's in.
This is exciting. You guys know this is going to be the big one. This is the heavy hitter.
I've been hearing that from a bunch of people. Like a bunch of people I know who don't ever play Pokemon or don't like playing Pokemon. Everyone's like, they're super excited for this game. And I think this is like, I feel like this is like a new step for the series where they'll keep making games like this. But also someone pointed out that not only like, the Pokemon company, like their main development team, hasn't worked on a game since Sword and Shield, so they're so Gen 9's probably in the back pocket. Exciting. And also, I don't mean to rain on your parade, but I don't think it's open world. I think it'll be like the trailer showed a map, and the whole map is like all divided into little areas. So I think it'll be like you go to different segments of the.
Well, at least it's not just one Hyrule Field-esque thing.
Yeah.
With open world and just separate towns and shit. Like,
no,
it's at least
it'll
more
be
true than that.
No, it'll be. almost entirely.
You know, it's
like,
you know how
it's like
Pokemon
one of
is.
those world
pseudo
shooter,
open world. Like
It's
pseudo
not gonna be
world.
open world. You know how Pokemon is.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, this is open world, and then they're gonna be like, you see this path to go to the next state? Well, there's a Psyduck. He's blocking the path.
Yep.
So
Or the pseudo
Psyduck.
you're not gonna be able to get through.
Psyduck,
I'm like,
yeah.
can I just go around him? No, don't do that because
Nope.
you'll scare the Psyduck. What do I care?
You kick the side up.
This is
Especially
horrible.
the
Blocking the path. You can't go.
what's it called? Snorlax. There's always the Snorlax.
Snorlax.
Yep.
Sleepy
That-
Snorlax.
They always
That-
block something that you have to progress to in order to unlock it.
That Snorlax isn't gonna block you. It's gonna send you to hell. You see that clip of
yeah.
Snorlax charging the trainer?
Yeah, no
True.
kidding.
Terrifying.
No, but good point, like, in terms of, like, changing the formula, because I feel like, I'm sure we all remember Sun and Moon. Because they were hyping that to
I
be
didn't
like,
play it.
well,
Didn't want
honestly,
it.
you didn't really miss much, to be honest. I'll tell you what they did. They hyped that up so much because they were like, oh, this is the future of Pokemon. Because it's like a big anniversary, I feel like, for Pokemon, right? It was something that happened.
Something like
I
that.
think
Sun
it
and
was
Moon
the-
is gonna be a big deal. That's how they.
Yeah,
they
they-
I think-
changed the formula.
They were like, yeah, like, it's going to be something you've never seen before. Obviously, they did that with, like, the island challenges and stuff like that. But then the second one kind of went, like, straight to, like, back to regular formula. But yeah, this time around, I feel like Legends Arceus is, like, yeah, completely different. And I think it's something we all need. And, like, to new-time players who are seeing this for the first time, and, like, they're turned on by, like, a new version of Pokemon. Like, I think that has, like, really good, you know, qualifications for, like, it could be, they could do something more like this in, like, the future with other, you know, regions, too.
That's the thing. I think open world's becoming like the future for Nintendo because everything's going open world.
Everything,
right now.
yeah.
Kirby, Pokemon. I mean, Zelda's always kind of had something like that with Breath of the Wild 1 coming back in 2017. But like they got
Zelda.
Mario. Like basically every single other IP is going to get an open world game at this point, which gives me hope. Aiden, I know you're thinking the same thing, and I know it sounds like impossible, but an Earthbound open world game.
Never happening.
Let's
Could
start with
have-
just an Earthbound game.
Oh, you
Get
son.
'em.
Just any Earthbound port. I will take a port.
I
at
would
this
like-
point.
He wants everything, yeah.
Star Fox.
We are 5 years.
Star
into
Fox.
Switch's life, man.
They won't even they won't even put that on Switch Online. We're never getting Earthbound again. Don't even.
I have
mother,
hope.
Hey, he has hope.
Mother's 6 feet under, team. Sorry.
No, I
Star
like
Fox
Aiden,
though.
shut up. You haven't given up hope, and neither have I.
If we can have like a No Man's Sky Star Fox version, like
Yeah.
you can fly to different planets, and then you can get out the ship and start blasting the aliens. Like, that'd be so cool.
And then I start blasting.
That started. Blasting. So, anyways, I started.
So anyway, I started last.
But
I mean,
Yeah,
wasn't
that'd be
Starlink like that?
no, it was ships only.
No, they had a Star Fox game like that back on like the GameCube. What was it?
Star Fox
Assault.
Assault. That's when you got out
Assault.
the ship and shot.
Yeah.
And,
No,
and
Assault's
Star Fox
so fun.
Adventure too, is you got to come out, but
Didn't Fox
Yeah.
get like a furry girlfriend in that one?
Bruh.
Maybe.
Starlink
yeah, Crystal. She's the sister of in Spanish.
Starlink
Oh, yeah.
just used Fox as like a skin character to be like, buy our game, you get Fox.
It worked,
Oh,
I
really?
think that's all it
It's
was.
better than
yeah.
Zero, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
but he still doesn't have his own game, so I want to see Star Fox come out.
Yeah,
and I
he's
want
one
it
of
to be a
the-
tech demo. Make a real Star Fox game.
Mhm.
Stop. They make Star Fox the tech demo of the system. Stop that.
Yeah,
and then they're
for
like,
real.
guess what? We're making the Star Fox, another version of 64. Please don't. Tired of Star Fox 64. I won't play that game. Stop it. You make your game based off Star Fox 64. It's doomed to fail. Stop it. Stop it.
True.
Make Star Fox Assault.
Yeah, he's
Just-
one of
They
the.
need to switch up the formula with Star Fox for sure. Like
Mm.
they need to look at like Sony's games or some other company's games and base Star Fox off of something like that. I want to see a new
Sony.
version of Star Fox. Exactly like that. Like I want to be able
Well,
to
they're
like go in outer space and fly around and do a barrel roll and shoot around and then get out the ship and fire. Like there's got to be some real cool stuff.
Star Fox 64 is awesome for a game that came out 20 years ago, and they keep trying to make like small little building pieces off of Star Fox 64. No, they need to make like a whole. They need to wipe the slate clean, and they need to use it as like, okay, this is what was cool from Star Fox 64. We don't want fucking level-based games. Why?
Yeah,
what,
something new.
What game? What game is like? Oh man, I love level 4. The fire
Candy
planet.
Crush.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like I don't know. Lately, they just been wanting to do just like Star Fox 64.
Yeah.
Or like this is a new like reimagined of Star Fox. That's all they want to do with Star Fox. And like I think about I recently, because I've been during 2020 during all the pandemic, I was really into retro and I was just building up my retro library. And one of the games I bought was Star Fox Command. and it was about like Star Fox disbanded for a while, and then they all came back when some alien attacked, I don't know, Corneria or something. But they all came back and they were like older, and it was a cool concept. I mean, obviously it wasn't the best game, but I liked that they were like at least doing something with it other than Star Fox 64. Everybody loves Star Fox.
And
Star Fox
Dross
64,
is
right?
hurting
Like,
us.
that's, like,
Stop
the
him.
only game.
Yeah, something like that. That's good.
And then remember they made a huge announcement. They were like, never before seen. We're gonna release Star Fox 2. I mean,
Oh yeah, for the SNES Mini.
I
That's
can barely
right.
see what I'm even touching in that game.
Completely random and completely off topic, but does anyone else kind of get like confused between Devilman Crybaby and Devil May Cry?
I don't even know what the first one is.
Yeah, I don't know what the first one
Devil May
is.
Aiden
I've
knows.
been saying them in a sentence. I've said Devilman Crybaby in a sentence, and it came out as Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
I never saw. I never seen anime, so Devil May Cry is like the one I know.
Done.
Devilman Crybaby, the devil, he nuts on the roof.
Nice.
It's crazy.
Oh, wait,
that anime is fucking wild.
Oh, alrighty. Well, that's something, alright. Well, so actually,
Yeah, I
speaking
know,
of
but
anime,
it was completely off topic, but I just thought I'd throw that out there because I read something on Twitter as Devilman Crybaby and it was Devil May Cry. I'm like,
Shush,
Wait.
anime, shush.
well, I feel like we have to address.
you're the one
Guys,
with all the anime
hold on.
figures on the back shelf. And
I'll tell you what,
Cisco.
guys. Well, I'll be the first to admit the reason why we haven't been doing podcast stuff is because most of us have been watching anime or reading manga. That's pretty much it.
It's all.
They can't even have a normal
Don't
conversation.
expose me like that,
See,
Sky.
that's what they're having. They're like, yeah, it's very nice.
Hey, I'll admit I'll be watching stuff
What
too.
the heck?
Yeah.
No, Cisco, you say that, but you're the problem. You're like, oh, you guys got to check out One Piece.
True.
You can't have a
I
life outside
started
of
this.
One Piece.
I started this.
Yeah.
I sent
No,
the link.
that's-
Oh,
I'm
Abby's
blaming
having a sale of One Piece figures. Now we have this pandemic of our N10 members buying figurines left and right. And then I was like, oh
He's
yeah,
not
One
wrong.
Piece
Look at this shit.
And now everybody's on
Yourself.
One Piece and watching anime nonstop.
He's not
Oh, yeah.
wrong. Look at this. Look at this bad boy, man. I'm telling
Musical
you.
John.
See, I love this stuff, but I'm lazy.
I got
Sorry.
Luffy. Very
So
nice.
it's
Yeah.
One Piece. I only get okay, fine. We're showing our figures then.
This
No
is
one
my
can beat
only
this
anime
one.
figure.
We're showing
got
all
it from,
figures. I mean, I don't really
Like, I got.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
his girlfriend Rosalina.
Well, do I have anything else? I have a Spike Spiegel over there. Yeah.
No. See, I'm a cultured man. For those who are watching this podcast,
For our audio listeners, you're missing out on the best part
Woo!
here.
These are figurines. We'll look at their like.
Or the
We're
The
going
audio
for the
listeners
flex
really
mode.
listen up.
Brad only had
Flex
the one
zone.
figure to flex,
Oh,
bro.
what else
Radical.
do I have?
Yeah, Radical. Bring out your other one.
what other one?
Yeah, exactly. He's
Bring
got
out. Oh, well, you have plenty of amiibo. So.
I think this
Brad,
counts.
Brad,
This
look.
counts. Oh, he's blue.
Physical Dan.
This counts, I think.
no-
Cloud. Cloud's kind of anime.
Kinda-ish, yeah. No, but like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, anime.
Basically, Star Fox sucks.
Yeah.
Dude, I've never.
Star
played
Fox
a Star
sucks,
Fox
dude,
game,
yeah.
Honestly.
You can play 64.
No,
Upgrade
I want
to
to
the new
play
online.
Starlink low key.
Starlink's pretty cool. I only played the first
I've heard decent.
level and a half.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, so it's really cool, huh?
Yeah. I touched it as soon as I saw a desert level. I'm like, I'm out of here.
Oh man.
I'll have to see. I mean, sometimes it goes on sale on the eShop, but don't you have to buy like ships
cheap
and
game.
shit like that?
No.
Oh.
I don't even know. Well, I'll tell you what. Real quick though, speaking of games, I thought it'd be pretty funny because I know Cisco's working on something relating to games that we've played, but I feel like it should go without mentioning. Do you think there was one game last year that like you started playing and you were like, I can't do this, or at least like you were just kind of like you forgot about it or you stopped playing for whatever reason? 'Cause I know I've had a couple.
Definitely
I've had a
Kingdom
couple.
I've had a
Hearts
couple.
1.
Ooh,
The first Kingdom Hearts.
I'm
Got to
kidding.
my final boss fight and then I threw in the towel.
I'm trying to think when that happened.
A game that I've thrown in the towel on.
Well, last year at least, like, or something that you played, but like you, for whatever reason, like just didn't continue it. Well, I'll admit, like, I didn't like not stop playing it because I didn't want to, but what was it? Final Fantasy VII Remake I did last year.
Ooh.
Hey. I got.
Brad,
I didn't know
shut
how
up.
far I got in there, but
You've
like,
not played any other Final Fantasy games until you
Hey,
not
hey,
credit someone
hey.
for not playing Final Fantasy VII.
I want to
Final
pick it
Fantasy
back up
VII is the
again, but
gateway game,
yeah, I
okay?
want to pick it back up again, but like, I forgot nothing's stopping me, but I want to like at least finish some other stuff because I just finished. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, I just finished Kingdom Hearts Final Mix the other day, which I had a lot of fun with that, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, my PS4 backlog is kind of so I gotta like do some more of that stuff before I could probably get back to Final Fantasy, or I could just do it like and just get it over with. Who knows? That's my end. Like that's my game.
I have a big one. I have a couple, but the big one that I think is the most surprising is Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
Ooh.
That was a game that I've been screaming for since they announced Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And I don't know, man, dude. And it's funny because I was doubting the Arceus game, saying that I don't think the Arceus one's going to be good. And I said the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is going to be the best one. Like, I'm so excited for it. And, like, I just wouldn't shut up about that game. And then when they announced it, I was freaking out. I called off work because I had a feeling they were going to announce it. I think, right? Did I call off work or didn't I? I thought I did call off work.
Pretty sure you did.
I don't remember.
I don't know. Whatever. The point is, I was really big at it. And I went to New York to pick it up because I was like, that's the big game. That's a big release for me. And I was just playing through it, and I think I got halfway through the game, and I was just like, I don't like this game.
Yeah.
Because I was already complaining, because Aiden knows as we were playing alongside each other.
Yeah.
And I think by the third or fourth gym, I was already having a couple complaints. And then by halfway, once I got my sixth gym badge, I was like, yeah, I can't do this. I'm not liking this. The chibi style actually just killed it for me. I just did not like the chibi style.
But the biggest issue in that game is,
and no cutscenes.
The biggest issue in that game is the fucking it's not the chibi, it's that they have these super beautiful, nice, stylized, super active models when you go into a battle. It's like, okay, the second you start up a fucking battle with a gym leader, you see their super cool sprite. You start it, they
animations,
they pose and they're like, woo! They throw their Pokeball and it's so fucking hype. And then it's chibis and it's like, I'm like, what? It is the biggest fucking cock and ball torture ever in any game.
Yeah, I was
a way to put it,
the whole game. And Aiden was like, you don't know it. You didn't beat the game yet. You don't know it. Until he beat the game, he's like, okay, I can confirm. There are no cutscenes. Because I was like, okay, I don't mind the chibi style, but I wanted, in important parts, at least have these, cinematic cutscenes where there are the 3D models.
No.
There was none of that.
I'm gonna say
cutscenes are just zoom-ins on the blurry, pixelated chibi style. This sucks.
The Dialga one is so cool. When you get to the legendary Pokemon, Dialga comes out of the portal and he's like, "Rah!" And he's all fucking screaming, and it's they're doing all these cool shots, and then there's just the chibis just
basically.
it's what the fuck? Dialga's model looks so good. It's polished. The cutscene's really nice, and then there's just these tiny little fucking chibis
That's terrible.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not a fan, and now I understand why Dag was upset with Link's Awakening. But maybe that's
Link's Awakening was adorable. Okay.
I also did not. I was not crazy about Link's Awakening. I twisted my arm to finish that game surprisingly, and I thought that game was gonna be amazing. I praised it forever and ever. I was like, this is gonna be the best game ever. And then when I played it, I was like, I'm not liking this.
No.
So it looks like cute does not equal good.
But see, when I started playing that, versus Brilliant Diamond, you should look at them side by side. Link's Awakening looks
way better.
So much better. It
looks polished.
Yeah.
It
looks so good. It's nuts. Pokemon looks a little rough. I mean, I still loved revisiting Sinnoh again. It was really fun. It was really charming. I just did it in one sitting, and as soon as I finished the game, I realized how tall the grind is to even challenge a legendary Pokemon, and kind of just said, I'm good. Because, you actually need your friends to do it, and everyone else is like, oh, I can't play against these chibis. I'm like, all right, I'm done with this game. On to the next one.
I've been trying to play it, and I play a little bit. I'm like, I don't like this. I can't do this.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. And then Arceus...
and everything, man. Oh.
Arceus is out in a week.
Yep.
Woo!
They're 2 weeks, right? So it's
2 weeks.
I mean, sorry, Pokemon. But my big game, the big game that I couldn't finish, was I literally have been working on this game since 2018, and I was inches. I'm so fucking close to finishing this game. It's not even funny. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I've literally been playing this game on and off since it came out on the Switch. I picked up Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, played it and beat it, and still haven't even gotten I still haven't finished Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I put over, I think it's up to almost 100 hours in that game, and I'm still not finished.
Wow.
But there's points with that game where it's brutal. Like I played the game on normal difficulty, and I got to a point where I got to a boss, and I think either I was under leveled and it's just already a hard boss. I spent 6 hours fighting that boss.
Is
Literally,
there
like 6 hours?
Is there an easy difficulty?
You don't even want to know. So yeah, I spent 6 hours on that boss fight, then realized you can change the difficulty to easy.
I'm gonna do that. So that's another thing. Okay, so recently I've actually been having no shame in changing it to easy. Like I'm done with having to prove myself with, because that reminds me, that's the reason why Link's Awakening was killed for me, because I want to prove myself that I'm a true Zelda fan or something. So I put it on the hardest difficulty, the hero mode one, and there was no healables. Or there was like a there's a hero mode. There's the harder difficulty.
No. There's the perfect ending where you don't die. Is that what you did? I know. There's a harder difficulty.
There is, because
you
guys got healables up the ass, and I didn't get a single healable. You can cut all the grass you want. There's no hearts. You can't heal in the game. So, and you get a one shot by everything. So I just die left and right. I couldn't even play the game. I should have. I was like 30 minutes in. I should have just quit. I should have just quit the game and restarted it on like an easier difficulty. But no, I wanted to prove it to myself that I'm a big Zelda fan and I'm going to do it on the harder difficulty. And I ruined my experience because I was so frustrated dying constantly. Obviously, once you get a bunch of hearts and stuff like that, it's easier.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm pretty sure people hearing that are like, it wasn't even hard. What a dumbass. Like, but hey, I'm not that great of a gamer. I'm not that skilled. So I don't know. For me, I found it annoying and I didn't like it.
There's some boss fights in that game that are ridiculous. Like there's the one mini boss where what you have to do is use the feather and jump over it and do a spin attack while you jump over it. That's ridiculous.
I beat that on the Game Boy, bro. It wasn't that hard.
Oof.
Hey,
well, that's the Game Boy.
Right,
let's be honest.
Hey, this man also struggled so bad on Sekiro, and he was like screaming at the first
Sekiro
boss.
was actually hard. It's built that way.
He was crying on the first boss. I'm like, dude, it wasn't that hard. Like I beat that in like my third try or something. Like,
all right, well, go back and play Link's Awakening on the Game Boy.
For an eye. But yeah, I forgot what game it was. I lowered the difficulty just to enjoy it. And I was like, oh, so much better.
No, I'll do that for some games. Don't get me wrong.
No.
It's just some games, like, I know that it's difficult and I want to challenge myself. That's why I played Sekiro in the first place, because I knew it was challenging.
Yeah.
I still haven't beat it at all. Like, I barely made any progress past the last time we played. But,
One Piece World Seeker it was.
One Piece World Seeker is it's fun. I've been playing a lot of it.
I had to switch it to easy because I just wanted to breeze and enjoy the story.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight Akinu and his beating my ass.
I just have a normal mode. But
I think there's too many games where it's like
too many games.
There should be no shame in just playing easy, because like there's too many games, and if you're gonna spend 1,000 hours on a boss fight, just so you can say you beat it in hard, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Like Cisco, I'd say I kind of have like the same feeling where like I don't think I've ever like fully played a game like on like the hardest difficulty. But there is that like mindset, like if I do it on normal and like I'm struggling, I'm like, I don't want to like, go a level below. Like I want to like do it to prove that I can like, be a gamer, that I can do this. And I think what that got me the most, like what game that comes to mind specifically, I actually don't know if I beat it on easy or normal, but it was Last of Us, like remastered. When I first played that, I got to the part, I remember I streamed it too, and like people who are there, if you're watching this, you can vouch. But it was that last part before like the hospital, like it was in like the tunnel. I don't know if you guys remember. You're like in like the underground tunnel, and they're all like the infected were just down there. And no matter what the hell I did, I would always somehow alert one of like the big bloated ones, and they run over to me and they go boom, and I'd be like, oh fuck you. I was so mad.
It's the clap of your ass cheeks, man.
Honestly, dude, I'm being honest. But yeah, it's just that mindset of like, come on, like I don't want to change the difficulty, or else like I don't want to say like I'm like a wimp or like a wuss or anything like that. But it's just like that mindset. I'm sure a lot of you can agree, especially with our listeners. Yeah, well, true. No one has to know, but it all changes like if you do it like in a live audience or something. But like it's just that mindset. I don't know. I think it just comes with every game. If there's like a harder difficulty,
it's actually competitive. For me, it's like once I know, because I have a huge backlog, and I know, like Aiden said, am I gonna spend $1,000 hours on this boss fight, or am I gonna finish this game so I can go on to the next one? Because too many games are coming out, and I can't beat them fast enough. So I gotta get the show on the road.
Games over here, bro.
Games.
I don't mean to interrupt Cisco, but
I have so many, dude.
These
I'm
are
working
ones
on
I've
them.
completed within like the past month or so, 100% platinum and everything.
Yep, Jump Force. I'm
And these are the ones that I'm working on.
Ooh.
I can't see.
Got World Seeker, Sakura Wars, Sword Art Online, and Final Fantasy X.
Final Fantasy.
I mean, all Sakura Wars is. I've never heard of that one.
Okay, so I got this one purely because the art and character design was done by Kubo, guy that did Bleach. That's literally
Nice.
the only reason I got it.
It's one of, I think it's one of like Sega's flagship franchises in Japan.
Yeah, it is because it was like a Sega Saturn game or something originally. I think.
Yeah.
This is like a reboot.
Sega. Oh, speaking of Sega, actually, what was it during the Game Awards? They announced that new Sonic game, like to be open world as well. Speaking of open world games,
I mean,
It's
no,
not open world, man.
or you don't think it's open world?
Any
like
excitement towards that game.
they announced it to be bad. That's what they said. They announced it to be bad.
Oh.
That was an announcement of another flop. I'm telling you, man.
Ooh.
And whether
Yeah.
whether the mass population or not likes it, if mass population likes it, Sega Sonic fans reject it.
Yeah, that's how it usually goes.
You will never please them. You will never please them. You have to give them classic Sonic, and they'll be like,
This is great.
for a week.
That game's gonna be ass. I already know. I ain't gonna.
Nah.
I'm like,
Damn.
as soon as they showed Sonic, everyone was like, "This looks so good." I'm like,
Nah,
I'm
Oh,
not
it's-
even gonna put any thought toward it. It's gonna be. That's how all Sonic game releases are. They
Literally.
and you actually play it in their ass.
No, that's disappointing. Well,
everything's open
it's-
world.
Like, if there's anything consistent in the Sonic franchise, it's how much they flop. It's like they hype up these games, and then every time they come out,
All right.
oh, it's ass, it's ass.
He wants to say something.
All right, guys, come on. All right, we're ranking on Sonic a little bit too hard, don't you think? Because
No.
they also
Sonic
have
Forces,
like
I
one
don't
of the
care.
they have the best video game movie adaptation of all time. I don't care.
Detective
I-
Pikachu. That's
Good.
better.
I-
No,
I didn't like the Sonic. I did
No.
not like the Sonic movie. Hell no.
No.
Really?
I did not like
Sonic
it.
was better than-
The motherfucker in that movie got up and went. I was like,
No, the Sonic movie was not that good. I mean, it was cute. It was a good adaptation considering
Oh, no.
game movies are terrible. But
It
I
got a
watched.
sequel.
I got the
It's
game.
getting a sequel.
It's getting a sequel, and Knuckles looks.
And
he sounds
Detective
and looks
Pikachu
amazing.
Canceled.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's,
Sure.
that's not a good argument.
no.
I
Because
mean,
like, okay. The Sonic movie's
That's not even a
good
good
for
argument.
children. The Sonic movie's good for children.
it's
like
geared
a-
towards children. Yeah.
It's like a good video game movie, but it's not an interesting movie. It's like Jim Carrey has very little screen time, and it's just like
If you watch the movie just for Jim Carrey,
it's
then yeah, I can see why
it's
you wouldn't like it.
incredibly predictable.
No,
It's
personally,
it's mediocre at a movie at its finest.
okay. So I got that game for. I always wanted to see that movie, and I got it for Christmas, I think, or my birthday or something. My sister
Yeah.
bought it for me,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I watched it, and I was doing everything in my power to love that movie, and I was like, this Sonic is so annoying. I couldn't stand the movie. I was like, dude, I hate this.
Who's the guy
movie
voicing
so much.
Ben Schwartz? Is that right?
I don't know.
Schwartz, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for people who loved it, I'm not criticizing them. Like, it just me personally, I was like, I don't like the movie. Detective Pikachu was also annoying, but it was Ryan Reynolds, so it was like,
Right, like he made, dude. No, we okay.
It's
As we're
Deadpool's
filming this,
voice coming out of
we
Pikachu.
rewatched it. We rewatched it in the N10 servers last night. I was like, holy shit, this movie is way better than I remember it being. Like,
it's a
it is
good
awesome.
movie.
It was
The-
really, yeah, it
The,
was
the
good.
coolest scene ever is the giant Torteras. Like that.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Straight out from a
Ironically, I thought
Pokedex
it was-
entrance.
I
Yeah.
hated that scene because I'm like, Tortero's not that big. This doesn't make any sense.
No, they're experimenting with Dynamaxing.
I know, but
Yeah. No, that was
it's a
yeah.
cool scene.
So I'll tell you what though, like with the fact that I'll tell you what, it's just like a justification here. Because Sonic's getting a second movie, obviously it performed well, like, you know, with the average, you know, let's say, because it's geared towards like, yeah, a younger audience. That's why you have, you know, Sonic flossing his ass off or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, because it gets a second movie, obviously, and let's not forget that they changed the whole design of Sonic just because people were unhappy with it. Like, keep that in mind too. Like, I remember, I can't imagine what, obviously the movie, I feel like the movie would have flopped. If they kept that first design of Sonic, there's no
That
way
would've been
people want to see that shit. That's horrifying. But it looked, because they changed it, I think that's why it made me appreciate it even more. Well, I'm not saying it's like an amazing movie. I liked it. But I don't like, I'm not like praising like, oh, finally a good video game movie, thank God. No, but like it's good for what it is, and the second one has potential too. because they have Tails and Knuckles, and like it's actually kind of a storyline-ish movie with the Master Emerald. They could do something. They could.
No, that's what I'm saying. The first movie is a setup for a franchise. It's kind of stereotypical, like typical thing to do in Hollywood. You set up for sequels. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You open up all the doors for more movies to come in. It's the part of the money-making business, like framework, right?
Yeah.
But
hey, you're the film studio. Help us out.
I don't like it for like its story. All right. I like it for being a love letter to his fans and for Sega listening to the fans. Okay.
Yeah.
With
Paramount
the Sonic
too.
movie, like it just kind of does its own thing without kind of ruining it in the way that a lot of the video games have. You know, it's like a true Sonic piece of media, if it makes any sense. Yeah, Sonic flosses, but again, it's supposed to appeal to a modern audience while still having like the core thing that makes it Sonic. You know, because it's Sonic the Hedgehog. But because all the fucking kids do it. You have to make him relatable.
He sounds just like me when I'm trying to defend Fortnite.
It's in no way a bad adaptation. It's in no way a bad adaptation. It's a great adaptation, and it's definitely
we'll get to Fortnite later, Cisco.
But it's just not the most. It's just not the most watchable.
No, okay.
Ever.
Like I think we're all in agreement. We all love Sonic.
Oh,
I used to be known for wearing Sonic shirts because I love Sonic that much. But it was the Wii. I like the Wii Sonics. You know, I love Sonic Heroes. I love GameCube Sonics. I mean, all those. I loved all those Sonics. It was when they got to Colors. That was a Wii one actually. That I was like, that one didn't hit as much. And then after that, I was like, I hate all these games. Sonic Boom and freaking.
Everybody knows that Boom is bad, bro.
Sonic Boom.
And then Sonic Forces. I thought Sonic Forces was gonna be it. Sonic Forces is what made me like, I hate this. I hate this through and through. Like, because I was like, this is it. This is the Sonic game. I'm so excited. And then when I saw what it really was, I was like, are you serious, man?
And then,
I'm like, how could you do this?
And then remember the Sonic Colors release on Switch?
Yeah.
Just like
they patched it, though.
They did patch it, but dude, they shipped that out. Like,
was that real?
Yeah, was that real or fake?
Oh, actually,
I thought it was fake.
I don't remember now.
Apparently, that was a fake.
Was it a fake thing?
I think somebody just edited it and was like, yeah, and people were just hopping on me like, oh, my game too.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay, my game does that too. Yeah, no, I forget.
Well, I don't know because didn't they actually recall the games?
I remember there was drama with that game when it came out.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
But I don't know. I'm not saying Colors was a bad game. I personally just didn't like it. I know lots of people love Colors, so more power to them. I just was like, because it was just that like, I think it was it was just like one of those. Maybe it was a story. I don't know. I just felt very Mario of like get from A to B. There's no story. You're just playing levels. I'm like, yeah. But Sonic Unleashed was like you get to cutscenes and shit.
Yeah, some of the Sonic cutscenes are pretty cool in the older games.
Yeah,
that's true.
But yeah,
we love Sonic. And
then the Sonic movie came out. And I wasn't too crazy about it. I don't know. So this Sonic game that's coming out, I'm wailing on it too. Being like, nope, not dealing with it.
Oh, I gotcha.
Man, if it proves me wrong, that'd be fucking amazing.
I hope it does.
I would love to see Sonic do well. But man, it's so consistent how ambitious they act like they're being, and then it just again and again and again.
As long as they take their time with it and don't rush the release date, then I think it actually might have a shot. That's just me.
No shot.
That was everyone's thing with Forces. And
it was.
It was like, what the hell? Like, what do you need to do? Like, there's something wrong with the Sonic formula here. Like,
that's what I think it is. The formula. They gotta get off that whole like level stuff and do a real good game.
Yeah, that could be worth it.
It's weird.
It's not a level system anymore. They're going for an open world game.
Is it open world? They confirmed it.
That's what the trailer showed. Yeah. At least that's what I think. I could be wrong.
Well, I think it's only like a cinematic trailer, so we don't know.
True.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everyone's assuming
they didn't show gameplay, but they showed like shots of the world, just like they do with Breath of the Wild trailers. It's still really unpolished, but
But is it like it has to be confirmed open world?
But we didn't get any gameplay for that.
Right. Yeah. Everyone's saying it's open world, but I don't see anywhere like official that's open world. It's the same thing with Arceus when we were all like, it's open world Pokemon. Yeah. And Matt was like, no, it's not. I don't think it is. And now it's like, yeah, no, it's
not. You're just seeing big fields and then,
Yeah. Oh, well.
Who knows? We'll see. If it's cool, it's cool. I hope it is.
I think we should stop calling games open world or Breath of the Wild clones and just call them big fields.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. Yeah, nice big landscape. You got some like enemies or Pokemon to catch. That's it.
But speaking of Breath of the Wild, 5 years ago. Literally 5 years ago today, as we're filming this, the Switch presentation for the final trailer, Breath of the Wild, before it came out today. This was that Switch presentation. We talked all about Splatoon. They showed off that amazing Breath of the Wild trailer 5 years ago.
Wow. That's crazy. 5.
It's before I knew you guys.
Yeah, I know. That's why
Alright.
I feel like the Switch is. That's why I have the Switch in such a special category, because it came out the year before N10 was formed, and because of that, like not all of, like a good majority of our content has surrounded games that are on the Switch console, which I think is really cool. That's why like it's such a special console to me.
True.
But like just in general, like and Cisco has mentioned this too, which we can talk about now. But the amount of games that like have come out on this system, and the amount of games that are coming out on this system, and the quality of them is just, it's amazing. Like Nintendo has made some really, really good games these past 5 years.
No, that's insane. Like, the Switch has I literally remember when the Switch came out, and the only game I had on was Breath of the Wild. And when I finished playing Breath of the Wild, I was like, oh shit, let me look on the eShop. And I downloaded the shittiest game in the world. It's called Vroom Through the Night Sky. And I was like,
Me! Yeah.
what the
Wait,
fuck is this?
Did you also download like shitty games because there wasn't anything on the library yet?
Oh yeah,
There
no,
really
I
was.
was
I
literally.
only
Okay,
did it
everybody name the first 3 games you got on Switch, not including Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
If you can
God.
remember.
It was 1-2 Switch, but
Yeah.
I'm not counting that one. It was Vroom Through the Night Sky was the one I remember, and then it was It was Neo Geo's Waku Waku 7, which is a really fun fighting game, but it's an arcade. It's an arcade adaptation on the Switch. And then I can't remember, but Vroom Through the Night Sky is one of the shittiest games I've ever played in my life. It's so unfinished. Like, look at that
my
game.
God.
It's insane.
I remember
So
I bought, oh, sorry, Cisco. But,
You can go.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I remember, like, yeah, the first game I bought after Breath of the Wild was 1-2 Switch. I regret that so much. Like, it was a digital only. I bought it just because I remember the day that Breath of the Wild came out and the Switch came out, that we had, like, I guess, like, family friends over for the day. And my mom was like, oh, isn't there, like, party game you could, like, bring out for them? I was like, well, I could download this game. I did. They played it for a bit, and afterwards I was just like, what the hell did I just do?
Oh my god.
So there's that, and what else? It was like a shooter type game. I think it was called like Grateful Explosion Machine. I feel like I don't know if anyone remembers that one, but it was like a nice.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was like a little shooter game. It was that, and then I think like the next game I bought after that, I don't think it was on the eShop. I think I just bought Mario Kart like the next month after. But those are like the first like 2-3 games I remember playing, and I was just like, these aren't bad, but like, yeah.
For me,
Okay.
I have my head on straight with that. I didn't want to be one of those guys just buying whatever at the bottom of the barrel. So I remember I got Breath of the Wild and I got Super Bomberman R because it had a really cool multiplayer and I really wanted to try it. It wasn't that great, but for multiplayer it was pretty fun. And I think I just bought the next big release after that. I don't know what was it.
Mario
Kart.
Kart.
Okay. Yeah, so those were my first 3 games.
Yeah. Oh, and I gotta say, it might be a controversial take. I had so much fun with 1-2 Switch. Like,
Really?
I used to bring my Switch to school like almost every day.
I
and
remember
we would people would like crowd the tables, waiting turns to play 1-2 Switch.
Cool.
We like developed like strats for the mini games. Like there was a strat to the cow milk and
Yeah, so like waiting turn, just like
dude, the draw, like we did
The draw
stuff
was my
where like
favorite.
yeah,
where,
draw
like,
was good.
dude, there's so many fun games. There was also a lot of dumb ones, but like the samurai one where you catch the sword.
Yeah.
Like, there was some.
I'll tell you what. Like, a reason why I say I regret it, I don't regret buying the game because of the content. I just regret the price. Like, I didn't want to spend
No,
$50 on
It was
that.
too
No,
expensive.
That's why I didn't get it.
it
Should not have been
shouldn't
$50.
it shouldn't have been that expensive. I literally only grabbed it because I was like, man, like I feel like I'm just gonna want something else on the Switch, and it was fine. I wasn't mad that I got it. I had saved up with the intention to get the Breath of the Wild Special Edition. Couldn't get it, so I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. No, that was the road I went.
All right, so I just went through my just so I can make sure I got all the facts straight. But according to this, my first 3 games other than Breath of the Wild were this game called Cat Quest.
Oh,
Cat
yeah.
Quest.
I got
One
it
of my
because
coworkers
it
said
looked
that.
like Zelda, right? It looked
Mhm.
like it was a
I
Zelda
remember
game,
that
sort
game.
of.
Yeah, Cat Quest.
Then
free, I
it
think.
was Super Mario Brothers, like the old arcade one, not like the
Oh
one
yeah,
that you think
versus
of on
Super
the
Mario
NES.
Brothers. Yeah,
Yeah, the versus Super Mario Brothers.
remember
one.
that one. Yeah.
That one, and then the last one was like this weird racing game.
Fast RMX.
Hold on, I'm gonna look again.
Fast RMX, because I loved that
was
one.
one of
I
mine.
didn't. I regret not buying that one. I really enjoyed that.
It was actually good. It's just had nobody to play with. So it kind of died out.
Like,
I
pretty good.
I didn't buy these games, but I played them all because my friend Kyle, I don't know if you guys remember him, but he was my Switch buddy. We bought the Switch together, and he bought all of those games. So every time I was at his house, we just play all,
Well, yeah,
all I had was
those
Zelda and
things
Bomberman.
where,
But
like,
he had everything else.
Breath of the Wild came out, and then we got no games for like the longest time. It
Yeah.
was Mario Kart and the
Yeah.
Splatoon. So it's like
Oh,
everyone
Oh
was
no,
like,
it
well,
was
time
it
to
was
buy these
Mario
shitty
Kart
games.
and then ARMS in June.
Mario Kart Arms and the
And
I
then
bought
Splatoon,
Arms,
yeah.
too.
Maybe
But people
Splatoon
were even
was my
kind of
third game.
skeptic about Arms. They were like, "What is this shit?"
I bought
Yeah.
Arms.
Did people buy
I-
it? But they were like, it didn't have hype.
Oh,
you know,
ARMS. It did well, but it could have done way better.
That was also another one I had so much fun with. I really
love
hope,
ARMS.
like, I really hope from the bottom of my heart that they bring back ARMS with, like, a way better online system, way more to do for its single player. Like, ARMS was just, like, I feel like 3 notches short of being, like, one of the perfect Switch titles.
And
I
you did
feel
a
like it
story
had a
mode.
comeback a year
It,
or two
like-
ago. We were
like,
playing it.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't have friends to play with, or people with online,
That was
like,
me.
that was
That's
it.
true.
That was
I had
it,
no
right?
point in playing it.
yeah.
Like, but then like when we played it, it was so much fun. When we did it for like the Olympics and the few
Yeah, the
times we've just
Olympics.
like randomly played it, it's so much
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Such a good game.
Agreed.
Man, we've come a long way from that time. I remember it was me and my friend Kyle. We were up here and we were watching that presentation. I remember when they showed that trailer for Zelda. Oh my gosh! And then that they showed that series Zelda Cries. It was like crazy.
Yeah.
Like they had that music that was for that trailer only. Like in Smash Bros. It's literally called like the trailer music or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Switch
Oh.
presentation song.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so great.
Really
And
good.
dude, I'm just so happy. Like, I remember the Wii U days were harsh because that's when like all the Sony fanboys that I knew were just bashing on me for being a Nintendo fan. Or they were just like, "Why are you a Nintendo fan? Like, just drop it." And I'm like, "I can't. I believe in them." And then,
Believe
dude,
in
when the Switch came out, dude, man, like just looking back on their library now, like it's so awesome. It's so great to see Nintendo just prospering, and they're doing what I wanted Nintendo to do, which was having multiple titles for each series. I didn't want one Mario game, one Zelda game, one Metroid game.
Yeah.
I wanted multiple.
We have a
And,
library of Zelda games on the Switch. We have a
Yeah, we
library
have a
of
bunch.
Mario. We're gonna have a library of Kirby. Like it's
Yeah.
going to
Pokemon,
be
all
such
that
an
stuff, yeah.
expansive system.
A bunch of Pokemon.
I mean,
A shit ton of Pokemon.
we don't exactly have a whole library of Zelda on the Switch yet. We
We
have
do.
the.
We have like
We have
6
a lot.
games. We have
I mean,
six
if you count the
games.
Hyrule Warrior games, yeah.
You get
I would count
you
them.
get
Yeah.
2 Warriors games.
No, you have to count all those.
No.
You get Cadence of Hyrule.
Yeah.
You get Breath of the Wild.
Link's
You get
Awakening.
Link's Awakening.
Skyward
And then you're
Sword.
gonna get Breath of the Wild 2 and Skyward Sword. Like it's a huge you're way too Zelda'd out on the Switch. There's so much Zelda. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like we missed one.
Let's put somewhere else.
You
Uh,
mentioned
Yeah.
because there's definitive edition of Hyrule Warriors. I don't know if you even want to count
There's
that.
2
There's
Hyrule
Calamity
Warriors.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Age
I
of
think
Calamity.
there's-
Yeah.
I think
You got
I think
Age
there's
Calamity, Hyrule Warriors, Skyward
Cadence of
Sword,
Cadence
Link's
of Hyrule.
Awakening, Cadence of Hyrule, and Breath of the Wild.
Yep.
And then I mean, if you want to count it, the Switch Online has like all the has
Classic
classic
stuff.
retro ones. If you
Yeah.
want to count that, we don't have to count that, but
Yeah, but I mean, here's to say like,
Zelda Game & Watch.
yeah, true. And I'll tell you what, like because we already have like this huge
Mario
library.
gets a
Of,
game like every Wednesday.
yeah, of like any other stuff.
that's true.
I feel like we're at some point, you know, we're gonna have these game libraries be expanded even more, and with some franchises who haven't yet been on the Switch yet. Like I know we still talk about Mother, we talk about Star Fox, Star Fox. You know, there's hope. There's big hope for these. I feel like Kid Icarus
and
too.
the whole-
Yeah,
The whole Kingdom Hearts library is coming to Switch now, so you know
That's
Cisco,
true.
You can't escape, bro. Can't
Oh
escape.
no!
Mm.
No, I have all the Kingdom Hearts already.
Yeah, I have them
them
on
all.
PS4.
I
Just
love
finished.
I have the
Kingdom
whole
Hearts
collection.
fan in you, bro.
No.
he unlocked you
No.
with his Keyblade. It's
Asshole.
true.
Oh
True.
no!
Wiping
Wiping
Right in
blood.
the cheeks.
oh
man.
god.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
On that note, I think we are reaching our limit.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think this is a good place to end here, guys. Great conversations. Real quick though,
Time to go for it.
yeah, talking to our listeners and our viewers. Thank you guys so much for coming by. I know it's been a minute since the last podcast recording, but we got a lot of stuff planned. we didn't even talk about N10 stuff because we have a lot of big stuff coming your way, guys. Be prepared. So real quick, check out the links in the description to the Spotify, to the audio version of this. But obviously if you want to be a cool person, you can just watch the full YouTube video because it's pretty fun. All that good jazz. Let us know in the comments too. What games are you excited for coming up this year? Because there's a lot of games coming out, a lot of stuff that even hasn't been announced yet that'll come out this year, which is crazy to think about. So get hyped for that. We have a lot of cool stuff. And anything we want to end off here, guys?
There was so much we weren't able to talk. There was so much we weren't able to talk about in this podcast episode. So if you ever want to talk to us about more, join the Discord, N10 Discord.
Hey, come on.
Yes.
And stay tuned on our Twitter and our Instagram. We're active on there. Any updates, any videos, they'll be posted all over social media.
Of course. And yeah, well, I think this is a good place to end, guys. Thank you all for listening and watching. All that good jazz. You know what to do. Check out the description. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Happy 2022.
Enjoy Brie Larson while you're at it.
2022.
Bye.
Stop.